Hey everybody, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's time for Worship Wednesday with Justin, and today we are going to be going into the series that I mentioned last week, looking at some of the smaller books of the Bible that most of us don't tend to see a lot of Bible studies or small group studies about, and we're going to be starting in the book of Nahum. Now you may be wondering, who is Nahum? Well, we actually don't know a whole lot about him. We do know that his name is mentioned one time in the whole book of the Bible, and that is in verse 1 of chapter 1 of Nahum. Overall, the book of Nahum is the story of Nahum delivering a message of judgment from God to the people of Nineveh. Yes, the same Nineveh that Jonah visited 100 plus years before Nahum did. Unfortunately, they did not change from their ways. They still kept warring and sieging, and the people of Judah were especially troubled by this. The book of Nineveh sounds pretty harsh, honestly. It's a lot of talk of judgment, of the things that the Lord is going to do to the people of Nineveh to punish them. But there's also a sense of hope. So if you're struggling with some sort of darkness in your life, you're looking for hope. You're going to hear it in verse 7 of chapter 1. The Lord is our stronghold. He is our place of peace. He can help deliver us from any kind of evil or harm that is in our way. But again, let's go through the book of Nahum. We're going to read chapter 1 today, and then we will start with chapters 2 and 3 next week. I hope you enjoy this series, and again, listen anytime you want. Start it and pick up as you can, but we're going to go through the whole book of Nahum. I hope you enjoy this series, and I hope I get to worship with you soon. Love you guys. Godspeed. An oracle concerning Nineveh. The book of the vision of Nahum of Elkish. The Lord is a jealous and avenging God. The Lord is avenging and wrathful. The Lord takes vengeance on his adversaries and keeps wrath for his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and the Lord will by no means clear the guilty. His way is in whirlwind and storm. The clouds are the dust of his feet. He rebukes the sea and makes it dry. He dries up all the rivers. Bashan and Carmel wither. The bloom of Lebanon withers. The mountains quake before him. The hills melt. The earth heaves before him. The world and all who dwell in it. Verse 6. Who can stand before his indignation? Who can endure the heat of his anger? His wrath is poured out like fire, and the rocks are broken into pieces by him. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble. He knows those who take refuge in him. But with an overflowing flood, he will make a complete end of the adversaries, and will pursue his enemies into darkness. What do you plot against the Lord? He will make a complete end. Trouble will not rise up a second time. For they are like entangled thorns, like drunkards as they drink. They are consumed like stubble fully dried. From you came one who plotted evil against the Lord, a worthless counselor. Verse 12. Thus says the Lord, though they are at full strength, and many, they will be cut down and pass away. Though I have afflicted you, I will afflict you no more. And now I will break his yoke from off you, and will burst your bonds apart. The Lord has given commandment about you. No more shall your name be perpetuated. From the house of your gods I will cut off the carved image and the metal image. I will make your grave, for you are vile. Verse 15. Behold, upon the mountain, the feet of him who brings good news, who publishes peace. Keep your feast, O Judah, fulfill your vows, for never again shall the worthless pass through you. He is utterly cut off.